Hey everyone, before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more amazing coin stories like this. Now, let's talk about something that looks humble, but holds a story deep within its metal. Let me introduce you, not to gold, not to rare gem, but to something far more modest, and yet far more interesting. This is the Malaysia 20 Sen coin, the version minted between 1989 and 2011, the one known among collectors by the catalog number KM52, with the design of Tepak Sirih on the reverse. On the face of it, it seems like just another everyday circulation coin. But if you look closer, this little disc of copper nickel is a window into tradition, identity, and quiet rarity. Picture this: for generations, the Malays used a beautifully carved container called a Tepak Sirih to store betel leaves, lime, nuts, and the tools for preparing them. It was part of tradition, hospitality, respect, gatherings, rituals. When the designers of this coin put that container on the back of 20 Sen, they weren't just decorating a coin. They were embedding culture, heritage, memory, a symbol of identity. On the front, the national flower of Malaysia, the hibiscus, blossoms. So this coin carries more than monetary value, it carries meaning. Hobby of Kings +2 Malaysia coin +2 For a long time, this coin was just part of daily life. It changed hands countless times, paying for groceries, bus fare, meals, small purchases. Many owners didn't even pay attention, it was just 20 senator. And that's precisely the beauty. Because while millions might have exchanged it, only a few survived time intact. And that is where collectors begin to take notice. Technically, this coin is simple. It's copper nickel, weighs about 5.66 grams, and measures around 23.6 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge, standard stuff. Pheronum +2 But once you step into the world of numismatics, condition matters. Wear, scratches, oxidation, circulation marks, these all change everything. When a coin is well preserved, crisp design, clear edges, no major wear, it suddenly becomes a candidate for a collector's cabinet instead of a pocket loose change. Now, you might ask, is this coin rare? Well, yes and no. According to data from specialized coin catalogs, some years saw huge mintages, tens or hundreds of millions of pieces. Numista +2 Malaysia coin +2 That means many exist. But existing and surviving in good condition are very different things. Collectible value doesn't come from how many were produced, but how many remain untouched by wear, and how many collectors desire them. Let me walk you through what the market tells us. For the 1989 version of this coin, one of the early issues, the typical collector market valuation ranges roughly between US 17 cents to 34 cents depending on condition, from heavily circulated, good, to fine or very fine. Pheronum +1 For those in extremely fine or better states, the price can be higher. Some listings and catalogs even show values up to around US $1 or more for top condition coins from certain years, depending on availability and collector demand. Numista +2 World Coins Catalog +2 Yes, I know what you're thinking, $1? That's not exactly treasure. And you're right. This coin is not a jackpot. It's not made of gold, nor struck in limited numbers. It was everyday money. But that that is exactly what makes it quietly powerful. Because when you hold such a coin, you hold history, culture, a snippet of everyday life, and a tangible piece of a nation's story. If you imagine a collector carefully flipping through dozens of coins, searching for the ones with least wear, the ones whose edges are still sharp, whose design hasn't been eroded by decades of use, finding a good specimen of this 20s can feel like finding a needle in a haystack. And that is what creates the subtle, but real, value. More than that, for many collectors, coins like this are about nostalgia. Maybe someone remembers using this coin as a child, buying sweets, paying bus fare, or getting change at a market. Maybe this coin was part of someone's childhood wallet. That emotional link, that memory, adds weight beyond dollar values. It turns a simple 20-cent piece into a keepsake, a memory capsule. So here's the gentle truth. Yes, this coin can fetch a small amount among collectors, maybe under $1 or a few dollars if conditions are right. But its real power isn't in dollar signs. It's in identity, a reminder of heritage, of everyday stories, of coins that passed from hand to hand for decades. It's for people who care, about culture, about history, about small things that tell bigger stories. If you're watching this and you own one, don't just see metal. See memory. Maybe you keep it. Maybe you show it to your kids. Maybe you photograph it. Maybe you preserve it, because decades from now, when these coins are nowhere to be found in good condition, such a piece might be rare among collectors. And if you're a collector watching this, yes, this coin is worth checking out. But keep your expectations realistic. It won't make you rich. What it will give is connection to culture, to history, to a time when small coins carried meaning beyond their small value. So next time you stumble upon a seemingly ordinary coin in a drawer, don't toss it. You might be holding a small relic. A reminder that coins, like people, carry stories. And sometimes, those stories are far more precious than their face value. Now, as promised, let's answer the question you all want. What is it worth? Based on current collector market data, a well-preserved Malaysia 20 Sen Tepak Sirih KM52 typically sells in the ballpark of US 17 cents to around $1 to $1.50 for exceptionally good condition or rare issues. So this coin is not a $1 million treasure. But for the right person, nostalgic, curious, or a passionate collector, it can be a small gem worth holding on to. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, share with your friends who love coins or history, and stay tuned, because more stories like this are coming.